What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverWorld! In today's episode, you better believe we've got some stories to talk about. Now, I'll be honest with you, we got a huge slew of stories, so we're gonna just read them one after another and jump straight into it because, yeah, we got a lot on the agenda today. For starters, My Hero Academia Season 5, major accomplishment with the premiere episode. New series that just recently premiered in Jump, Blue Box. We'll be talking a little bit about that. The Toriko author's farewell from Shonen Jump because, as most of you may know, Build King, his latest series, just got cancelled. Some very, very sad and unfortunate Hunter x Hunter news we're going to be talking about. The upcoming latest series for Shonen Jump. There's a new series that's dropping this coming week. We'll talk about that one. A little bit of controversy with the Way of the House Husband anime, the Netflix original. A little bit of stuff going on over in China that stirred a little bit of things up. Big accomplishment for Detective Conan, Chainsaw Man, manga doing insane over here in the West. We got a little bit of a Kingdom manga update, whole bunch of Attack on Titan stories from it selling out the magazine, to some special edition news, to some extra pages in the final chapter, to just, yeah, a lot of stuff. Creator of Gundam, Yoshiyuki Tomino, talking a lot of smack, and yeah, he had a little bit of shade thrown towards Demon Slayer and Evangelion. We got a small update for Black Clover, we got an update for the Gantz series, and we got a little bit of info on an upcoming interview between the creators of Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan. So yeah, people, like I said, a ton of stories to go through. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of ForneverWorld! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done.
Okay, people, first on the agenda, My Hero Academia Season 5 starting off with a major win, because it says My Hero Academia Season 5 premiere makes top anime ranking chart in Japan. Season 5 of the My Hero Academia anime kicks off in a major way, debuting at number 6 in the top 10 ranking for most viewed anime in Japan of the week. Episode 90, entitled Vestiges, brings in a 3.4% viewership, showcasing the series' dedicated fan base continues. The ranking percentile is based on an estimate of the percentage of the population that watch a given program, based on data from a survey of households in Japan's Kanto region, which basically means that a shit ton of people tuned into the My Hero Academia premiere for Season 5. Really dope stuff. I mean, it's to be expected, to be honest with you. My Hero Academia has become a staple worldwide, and yeah, I expect no less. So big ups to My Hero Academia Season 5 premiere. Number 6, baby. Moving forward, Shonen Jump's newest series makes its debut, Blue Box. The newest addition to Weekly Shonen Jump magazine makes its debut in issue number 19, Ao no Hako, known in English as Blue Box, and it's a romance sports series described as Taiki Inomata is on the boys badminton team at sports powerhouse Aimei Junior and Senior High. He's in love with basketball player Chinatsu Kano, the older girl he trains alongside every morning in the gym. One spring day, their relationship takes a sharp turn, and thus begins this brand new series of love, sports, and youth. So it seems as though it's going to be like a combination of sports and love, obviously romance and sports series. I haven't checked out chapter 1 yet, but I've heard a couple of good murmurings about it. That seems like a little bit fresh for Shonen Jump, like romance and sports, not just romance, both. We'll see where it goes. Next up, Toriko author's goodbye message following the Build King manga cancellation. Toriko author Mitsutoshi Shimabukuro leaves final author comment following his latest work, Build King, reaching its conclusion in issue number 19 of Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, and he said, "Sunken by my lack of strength. The world is still in a rough place, so I wish everyone the best." He's buried down, I'm imagining, basically him saying sunken by my lack of strength. Seems as though he's blaming himself for the series getting canceled. I'm wishing him the best of luck. Hopefully he can turn things around, make another series, come back, and it'll be even bigger smash than Toriko or Build King. But to be honest with you, since Build King's debut, all I've heard is negativity about it, so I expected it to kind of wrap up early. Next up, Shonen Jump's newest series that is starting in the upcoming issue number 20 of Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. Mitarashi Santa and Takeguchi Ippon's Ame no Furu will begin in issue number 20 of Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, and this series is described as a sweet battle comedy that stars Sumugi, a girl in a Tokyo that seems to have been destroyed by Candy. I have no idea what the heck this is going to be. It sounds insane. It might be Kitty, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like a Tokyo that's been destroyed by Candy, a battle comedy. It could work. I don't know. We gotta wait and see. That doesn't sound like something that's gonna pop, just being honest with you from the synopsis though. Next up, Way of the House Husband anime removes tattoos in Chinese release controversy. By now you may have heard of the Netflix original anime based off Kosuke Ono's manga, as it was released onto the platform April 8th, 2021. The Chinese release of the show is causing a bit of a stir due to removal of the main character's Yakuza tattoos for the release. Tattoos in Japan are relatively seen as connected to the Yakuza and gangsta lifestyle, and due to China's relationship with Japan, it may have come across as offensive. And yeah, they stripped every tattoo off of his back in this one image. I mean, I'm not really familiar exactly with what that represents, the Yakuza lifestyle, to the people in China, so it may really be offensive to them. Maybe because I know there's a really terrible history between the two, but I'm not sure exactly what the Yakuza play and all that. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about it. Anybody that is really familiar with the situation and understands what the Yakuza represent to China, please fill us in. Okay, this one kind of, I'm imagining a lot of people are going to be very, very skeptical, maybe even angry, because apparently Netflix is having a Gundam live action film. It's been announced. Hollywood loves to take their shot at adapting anime and manga into live action films that are usually met with backlash and criticism. Kong Skull Island director, that's the film, Jordan Vogue Roberts, has been confirmed to be working on a live action adaptation of the massively popular Japanese anime Gundam for Netflix. The self-titled film will be written by Brian K. Vaughan, I believe that's how you pronounce, and he did the films The Last Man and Saga, and it'll be a Netflix exclusive. To be honest with you, I heard some good things. I never actually watched Kong Skull Island, but I've heard some good things about it. So if he's going to be directing it, it could work. And Netflix, they're a hit and miss with their live actions. I'm going to go in there, to be honest with you, just because it's like giant mechs and things like that. Like, I'm gonna have low expectations of like what they're gonna be able to do. If they surprise me, I'll be surprised. But honestly, it's been too many live actions. I don't even look forward at all, even a smidge, to a live action anymore. I just go in there to see like, well, maybe they could shock me and it could be remotely passable. So that's just how I feel for this one. Like, it could be good depending on how they do it. Is it going to be based on the original Gundam series, the original Gundam anime, or there's still a lot to be determined. But Gundam live action film to Netflix by the director of Kong Skull Island. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a train wreck. Moving forward, Chainsaw Man dominating manga in the West, because in the New York Times bestseller, it was the top manga released that week, or for I believe the month of April thus far. The list of New York Times highest ranking graphic books and manga for the month of April 2021 thus far is here, and whilst no manga managed to crack the top 5, Tatsuki Fujimoto's Chainsaw Man Volume 1 managed to edge out all other manga, coming in at number 8 in the top 15, with other notable series on the list being Demon Slayer Volume 1 at 11th place, followed by My Hero Academia Volumes 1 and 2 at 12 and 14. Shoutouts to Chainsaw Man. To be honest with you, I think a part of that is due to, I think there's been a big demand, because in case you don't know, there's been like a publication shortage, not only in Japan that we talked about in a recent episode, but over here in the States as well. Like, I've been trying to get my hands on Chainsaw Man Volume 1. I just happened like maybe a week ago to finally get my hands on it, because it's been out of print for months now. But yeah, I'm imagining they put it back in print, and that's what happened. People saw, holy shit, Chainsaw Man is in stores, and they nabbed it really quick. So shout out to Chainsaw Man beating out Demon Slayer My Hero, although to be fair, those are very old Demon Slayer My Hero books, and this is like, Chainsaw Man just came out a couple months ago, so maybe the competition wasn't that steep. I don't know. We gotta wait and see what the next few volumes rank in the New York Times bestsellers. Moving forward, just a small nod, Detective Conan to release its 100th volume. The iconic long-running manga Detective Conan, known in the West as Case Closed, is scheduled to release its 100th volume this fall 2021, and of course the series began publication January 1994, and as of 2018, the series has had over 230 million copies in circulation worldwide, which is excellent for Detective Conan. Like, shout outs to Conan, shout outs to Case Closed. Like, phenomenal. I mean, come on, to last 100 volumes, and the anime's been going for like, I don't know what, 20, 30 freaking years, like insane. Quick update for the Kingdom manga. Kingdom manga now has 80 million copies in circulation. Yasuhisa Hara's Kingdom manga announced it currently has 80 million copies in circulation. The series has been running in Weekly Young Jump, so 80 million for Kingdom. It seems as though like manga, we might be in the golden age of manga, and this might be a discussion for a separate video or whatever, because the popularity, the success, and the quality we've been getting from manga and anime has been phenomenal phenomenal. 80 million for Kingdom, 20 million shy of 100 million. I wouldn't be surprised if the manga, not for this reason in particular, but it'll probably more than likely get pushed so that it at the very least reaches the 100 million mark, which that's insane. And yo, kudos to Kingdom because it's done it without a proper anime adaptation. Everyone hates the Kingdom anime, not everyone, but 99.9% of people hate the Kingdom anime, and it still stood the test of time and still overcame that and outsells shit like One Piece. Next up, Attack on Titan final volume will include 2 different special editions with extra content. Hajime Isayama's Attack on Titan manga final volume 34 will be released on June 9th, 2021. The volume will have 2 special edition releases, one containing an exclusive booklet with drafts of the series' first 2 chapters, while the second special edition will also have an exclusive booklet. However, this one will contain drafts of the final 2 chapters of the series, and the books will run for about 1,000 yen a piece. So I don't see me like, you know, importing this or anything like that. Like, if I want to just read the first 2 chapters, and I'll just do so. And it's not like there's going to be extra information, I'm imagining, on those drafts. I mean, there could be, because there's also a very big story we're going to get to, do not worry. But yeah, I don't know. It's not like for me, I guess, because hey, I could just go back and read those chapters, you know. Now here's some really sad Hunter x Hunter news. Apparently the Real Escape Hunter x Hunter game, where they have, like, you know, some visuals, they have voice actors and things like that, they recently have been, you know, in production and whatnot. We just talked about that recently, that they were doing that. That was the big announcement of, like, hey, the voice actors are coming together. It was for the Real Escape project. And something really sad that they had is there's a scene, or a couple of scenes in particular, where the characters there is Gon, Killua, Leorio, and Kurapika, and they're trying to talk to Leorio, and because the voice actor of Leorio has passed away, they keep saying that his mic must be broken so he can hear us, but we can't hear him. And honestly, just talking about that is so damn sad. Like, they don't want to recast Leorio's voice actor because, you know, he passed away, and out of respect, so they're just pretending like his mic is broken in the feed of them talking to each other, like, you know, within the game, so that they don't got to recast him. And, you know, that right there, the part of saying he can hear us but we can't hear him, woo! I don't know, maybe I think I'm over exaggerating, but, you know, him passing away and stuff like that, and them doing that, honoring him, not recasting the voice actor for it, it hits. And shout outs to the Real Escape game and that whole company for honoring the character like that. They could have easily said, can we just get a stand-in? The fact that they're doing that and writing it into their little story and whatnot, major respect and props to them. I played a Real Escape game before. I think it was the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one, and those are real fun. But yeah, RIP to Leorio's voice actor. This was a tough story to talk about. Moving forward, a little more Attack on Titan news. Attack on Titan finale sells out Bessatsu magazine. The latest issue of Bessatsu magazine that published the final chapter of Attack on Titan has sold out, which is apparently extremely rare for the magazine to do. The magazine's currently getting a reprint due to the high demand, and of course the manga wrapped up on April 9th with the 139th chapter. People don't know that Bessatsu magazine, the magazine that publishes the Attack on Titan manga, is not all that popular. Like, Attack on Titan is the big enchilada of why people buy that magazine to begin with, so for them to sell out and need a reprint, that was huge. I don't remember it ever being announced that they've had a reprint in the past. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bessatsu magazine started with Attack on Titan. The first chapter of Attack on Titan was in the first issue of Bessatsu. We got a little bit of Gantz news here. Gantz manga has 24 million copies in circulation. Hiroya Oku's Gantz manga confirms having 24 million copies in circulation. Gantz ran in Weekly Jump. Yeah, it's been like 8 years now since Gantz ended with 37 volumes. I need to go back and actually finish Gantz. I watched the anime back in the days, but I cannot stand when they go into the filler part and how they did that. Like, that shit was just horrible. Like, I need to go and just read it from chapter 1 because Gantz was really hype, at the very least from what I remember the canon stuff being. Here's a big one right here, fam. Attack on Titan final volume to have extra pages for final chapter. Hajime Isayama's Attack on Titan manga is set to include additional pages in its final volume 34 that was not originally included with the final chapter. So basically we could have an extended ending of Attack on Titan. To be honest with you, this is also reminding me of what they did with Tokyo Ghoul. If you remember, in between Tokyo Ghoul, the original Tokyo Ghoul, the first part of it, ended with it looking like, oh shit, the main character's dead, that's it, moving forward. And then later on they announced and then actually changed and added a couple extra pages that showed a character that kind of, you know, changed things. So who knows, maybe this final volume is going to actually have an addition that'll really, you know, maneuver the plot around. I'm curious to see what the heck they're going to do but yeah, they're actually going to be updating the ending essentially of the Attack on Titan manga, and I'm really looking forward to this. We're definitely going to talk about it. I'll probably even have a full video on it if it's anything like, you know, significant enough that changes the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm not having any high expectations though. I'm not having that like, oh shit, it's going to go from like, you know, being somewhat disappointing to it's the greatest thing ever. But yeah, we gotta wait and see. This could be something big. Who knows? It could lead to another part, a spin-off, or God knows. I'm interested at the very least of what they're gonna be doing. Moving forward, we got some trash talk. In case you don't know, the original creator of Gundam, Yoshiyuki Tomino, he has a very spicy mouth. He says a lot of wild things. I have videos dating back to like, I don't know, it was 2013, 2014 of him talking crap about Attack on Titan, Hajime Isayama. Just recently, a month or two ago on here on Forever News, we talked about him bashing Demon Slayer, saying certain remarks about Demon Slayer. Now again, he's back, and I believe he was in the middle of a press conference hyping up one of his works, and he was asked some questions, and he went in. Because according to this, Gundam creator vows to crush Demon Slayer and destroy Evangelion. Yoshiyuki Tomino, the original writer and director of the Gundam franchise, is never one to shy away from controversial comments, and this time it was no exception. During an anime special program on April 13th, 2021, the Gundam director was trending on Twitter after stating, quote-unquote, "I'm going to crush Demon Slayer, I'm going to destroy Kimetsu no Yaiba." And of course, Tomino has been known in the past to be critical of other creators' work, such as Attack on Titan, when he remarked he couldn't look at the Titans, and also criticized the voice acting of the anime. I'll be honest with you, I've said this for a long time, and I'm going to say it again. Yoshiyuki Tomino, the creator of Gundam, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, hater in all of Japan. Like, this guy is always saying some stuff like, people talk about how Miyazaki, but this guy takes it to another level, because Miyazaki, he'll say some like sly shit, but he won't go all the way like this dude. Like, I'm gonna crush, like in Japanese culture, do you understand? Like over here in the West, for example, that's kind of like, okay, you know, that's some fighting words, hype shit or whatever. Over there in Japan, that is looked at as very disrespectful to say some wild shit. I'm gonna crush this one, I'm gonna destroy that one. First of all, Koyoharu Go Toge's Demon Slayer, they are not worried about you, Tomino. They're not. Like, the Gundam franchise is doing all sorts of other stuff, not on that competing thing. And I believe, again, this was to promote like he got a new work coming, but I don't think anybody's worried about you, Tomino. I don't think the Evangelion creator, Ano, is not there losing sleep over you. So shout outs to whatever you're doing. I wish you the best of luck, but that comes across as very corny. You don't need to dim somebody's light in order for yours to be brighter. I just had to let that off my chest. And again, I have all the respect in the world for what Tomino has done, what he's accomplished, but this man is always talking spicy and trying to put other series down and talking shit like, who are you? You created Gundam. Congratulations. Stop talking crap and sit your ass down somewhere. And people, we got some sales in. The recent Oricon chart of the week came through, and the reason why I'm reporting on this in particular is because yet again, Black Clover coming through, fam. Because Oricon's top 10 weekly chart by series is out, and of course Jujutsu Kaisen at the very tippy top, My Hero, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, all the juggernauts are here, but sliding through at number 10 for, again, the second week in a row that Black Clover never does this. Black Clover just doesn't have this level of buying power to be in the top 10. Black Clover coming in at number 10 with 94,000 sales for the week for the franchise as a whole. Big ups to Black Clover doing it back to back. We're gonna do it back to back. Like, again, don't get me wrong, there's a ton of series. Tokyo Revengers, it seems as though that anime is already doing wonders. 107,000, all sorts of stuff on this list, the Slime series, everything. But yo, to see Black Clover still saying, yo, we're not done yet, we're surpassing our limits, big congrats to Black Clover. I can't stress enough how happy I am to see 2 weeks in a row big wins. Let's go, baby. Shout outs to Tabata. And lastly, we got an interview between Fullmetal Alchemist and Attack on Titan creators announced. Bessatsu Shonen Magazine issue 7 will contain a special interview between Fullmetal Alchemist creator Hiromu Arakawa and Attack on Titan author Hajime Isayama. The issue is set to hit stands June 9th, 2021, and fam, oh, it's hilarious because the fandoms of the two have been going at it for a long time. You know, they review bomb each series to try and get the other one on top. Like, it's been war between the two of them. So the fact that they're sitting these two creators down, they gotta be aware of, oh shit, you know, these fandoms both go at each other's neck. Let's put the creators together so we can stop this shit. And I'm dying to see what the hell they're gonna talk about. Like, there's been a lot of comparisons of Full Metal and Attack on Titan. So to see that they're going this route and they're putting them together for an interview, this interview is about to be fuego, flames, and the community's gonna be on fire. But I'm very curious what you guys thought about the stories we covered in today's episode. My Hero Academia Season 5's premiere being in the top 10 anime of the week, the new series from Jump premiering, Blue Box, Toriko author's Goodbye with Build King's End, the very sad and tragic Hunter x Hunter news, Gundam live action film being announced, the next Jump series coming in issue number 20, Way of the House Husband, China controversy, Detective Conan's 100th volume, Chainsaw Man topping the manga charts in the US according to the New York Times, Kingdom 80 million sold, Attack on Titan selling out Bessatsu magazine, the Attack on Titan special edition volumes, Attack on Titan's final chapter extra pages. Oh my god, it's gonna be big. People are gonna talk crazy if there's anything that is significantly changing the ending. Tomino talking about destroying Demon Slayer and Ava. You need to relax. The Black Clover sales. Gantz manga. 24 million sales. The crossover interview between the Attack on Titan author and the Full Metal Alchemist creator. I can't wait for that. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day.
So just go to find me.